Good day everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to Star Citizen. We're back in the game today and we're actually going to be taking a look at one of my favourite ships from the game. With me today in one of the hangars I have the Ageis Hammerhead. Now of course you've probably seen me fly this around on a live stream before, very recently, and do a couple of videos of it with its gun shooting and just having some fun with this ship. It was recently on a free rotation for subscribers to Star Citizen. Basically, I subscribed to the development updates, it costs a little bit of money, and you get a free ship on rotation each month. And I saw the Hammerhead was there and I thought, yes, I must do this. I must go and fly this ship, as I really like the idea behind it. So just before the window of opportunity is up, I'm going to go in and hang it here today, give you guys a little tour around it, tell you my thoughts on the ship, tell you if I think it's worth it, and just some little facts about it as we walk around. So as you can see from the outside here, this is one hell of a big ship. It's kind of like a heavy gunship is its focus. It's already flight ready, so if you do pick this up, you can go and fly it in the Star Citizen universe now, pick up some mates, man your turrets, and just generally have fun of it. For myself, as someone who loves doing multi-crew, personally I'm not a fan of flying small fighters. I really enjoy the multi-crew aspect of where, you know, I'm commanding a ship, I've got 5 mates in a turrets as well, which we did with this Hammerhead. I love the idea of that. So if you're looking for a really good multi-crew focus, this is going to be the ship for you. Be warned though, it does cost a lot of money both in-game and out of game as well for real life money. But Jack, surely you didn't pay all that money. No, like I said, I subscribed to it and it's on free rotation, meaning I will lose this ship in a couple of days, unfortunately. But who knows, maybe it becomes cheaper whenever I might pick one of these up, because I think multi-crew of this type of ship is something I definitely would want to do more of. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns on it, meaning you've got 6 friends to gun with you. You've got obviously a pilot up front, so you can probably have 8 people on board here. I think that is a crew. The maximum crew is 9, I believe, roughly. So you got the maximum crew is 9, but minimum is 3. So basically you can have 1 pilot and 2 gunners, I think, is the minimum crew idea, which does make a lot of sense. I suppose when the flight model gets changed in the 3.5 update, that might change a little bit, because it might be a little bit more complex to fly ships like this, but I'm unsure yet. I still need to read into that. Anyway, let's get on with the actual tour of the ship. So basically, the Aegis Hammerhead is a light, fast patrol bristling with 6-manned quad-link turrets with optimal anti-fighter and anti-ordnance defense. It is also suited to support larger capital ships in a fleet or act as a flagship for fighter groups. You've got an airlock up the front here, which you can access when in space, but I'm going to show you around the interior of this and go from there. If you do want to check out more of the exterior and more of the Hammerhead in action, check out my other video which shows Hammerhead combat in multi-crew, and you can see how well the ship performs. Alternatively, I'll leave a link down to the Twitch VOD where we spent around about 2 to 3 hours playing with the ship one night. It'll be up for 60 days from the launch of this video, so you can go and watch it. Anyway, let's hop up and give a little bit of tour around the interior of the ship, as that's really where the fun begins. Now there are 2 elevators, there's one over there, one here, and a cargo one at the back, so you've kind of got sport for choice in how you get in. Ta-da! Now you can see this ship is heavily detailed. As with most Star Citizen ships, they are extremely heavily detailed. We've got the signs over here, everything's in here. Now as a starship person and a sci-fi person, I love this sort of detailing over here, where you've got just random flashing lights and warning signs. For me, that's just amazing. So this ship is really cool. Now one of the things that gets me is a weird bit of like empty space in the middle here. I don't know whether there's ever going to be plans to put modules in there or anything like that. It just seems a bit weird to leave it open, but I guess it means that. Personally, I think we could have another couple of rooms there, or a bigger missile rack, or maybe a bomb bay door or something. I don't know. It could be quite cool. Anyway, I'm going to give you a tour of the front of the ship first, up this way. We'll go in and see what we can explore. Now I just love the feeling of the ship, the way it's got the small corridors yet so large at the same time. I don't even... Are these blast doors? What are they? I guess they could be blast doors. That does look like a door up there. Yeah, I guess you could close that if you wanted to. Yeah, it's a blast door. It says it on the bloody wall. I love my question, is it a blast door? And it is there. I'd love to get to a state of Star Citizen where we can actually seal them at one point, as that would be quite cool. Currently, we can't do anything. Maybe at some point we'll be able to do blast doors. Because I really think if you're in a multi-crew situation where your ship's under attack, say we take a missile to that section of a ship, it really could make sense to seal it off to make sure we're not losing pressurization or taking damage. What do you guys think about, you know, sealing things off? Anyway, so one of the turrets is down here. This is our front port turret. We can hop in the seat. I've still not really learned where all the buttons are just yet. Again, I've not really had much time to play with the ship. Anyway, we've hopped in the turret seat here. I don't know if we'll be able to control this. Here we go, doors close. We swivel around, and it injects us into the turret. Bang, and we take the controls. So we are now essentially in control of the turret. Now, I don't think we can spin it around or do anything with it, as we obviously are just sat... Oh no, we can control it. We just can't fire because we're in a hangar bay. But you can see there, you've got quite a good view of rotation. Now, obviously, typically I'd use my joystick for this, but I'm using a mouse at the minute. And you can see quite a while around, to be honest. And obviously you can switch your gyro mode there like normal, which does make things a little bit easier sometimes, especially if your ship is flying. But you can see the other turret over there, and you've got quite a large angle of view. Now, as me and my friends, we typically play with the Constellation Andromeda, which is my flagship. The turrets on there, little bit crap, to be honest. With the Hammerhead, obviously it is made to be a heavy gunship, so you can kind of enjoy a little bit more freedom with the turrets. Anyway, so that's mostly all the turrets there. They're identical on all parts of the ships. Obviously, the top and the bottom one, or sorry, the top turret and the tail gun have some minor differences, but if I get a chance, I will show them to you. Alright, so this is the front airlock over here. Bang, let's open it up. Now, this airlock really sort of has the Expanse style for me. I'm not sure why, but if you've seen the Expanse, particularly the Rocinante, then it has these spacesuits in its sort of hangar bay as well, or especially the access bay is what I could call it. And it's really nice to see them here. I hope at some stage, the crew of the Hammerhead could actually use these, but I guess we can't. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you've got 7 suits there. 8 suits there, sorry. Now, I believe we can open the front fits. Oh, no, we can't cycle it yet, can we? We can't. We have to open it the old-fashioned way. And then we've got sort of a blast door there we open, and bang, there we go. So this is just sort of front airlock if you're boarding or, just getting on board. I suppose if you're doing space ops, this is a lot easier to access through here, as you can jet out of this side of the ship rather than using the wacky elevators. And obviously it is just a main airlock. Now we should be able to seal the door. There we go, it's sealed. It's a shame we've not really got like a little window there we can see through. Another turret down there, so that's our starboard front turret. Now in here is the bridge. Now I love the bridge on the Hammerhead, so I'm going to show it to you. Let's call the elevator up. Ta-da! Now there is also a ladder over here as well, so if you did need manual access if the power's offline, you can of course use the ladder. The designers really have thought of every circumstance here, especially with that ladder design. And bam! Welcome to the bridge. Now I love this bridge design. A lot of people say, oh, but the bridge is exposed. Yeah, most of them are in sci-fi to be honest, yeah, it never really bothers them that much to be honest. If you've got shields, it's not really going to matter. Plus I imagine this is extra thick armor and probably extremely thick glass as well, so yeah. You've got the pilot seat here, and then you've got the co-pilot seat. We'll hop in this one in a minute. Bang, there we go, hop in. Now I love the design of this, especially watch the animation here. So that animation here, it raises up and slides us to the right as well, so we're in line with the screens up here. Now our engines and systems on are over here. We can click flight ready. Bing, and there we go. All systems are online. And there we go. We are in command of the Ageis Hammerhead. It looks really cool. I love we've got a balcony upstairs to look at. And this ship really is quite a big and fun ship to play with. Like I say, you've seen that video where I've played with this in multi-crew, especially in the universe as well, and it is really fun. So commanding the ship from a bridge here is really nice. I don't know why this screen doesn't do anything. I hope that's going to like do something at some point, but I've not seen it do anything as yet. You got your comms up there, you got your radar, and it's really quite nice. In some ways, it kind of reminds me of sort of a our times modern military vehicle, just the way the screens are in a way. They sort of fit like that sort of US Air Force stuff, I guess. I've been watching a lot of Stargate recently, but I don't know, it fits that sort of design. It's modern sci-fi, but at the same time has all the sort of displays which a military vehicle from our time would, so where it's got the arrows, radar display, it's got the handles on the side. I don't know, I just get that feeling from it, and it's quite nice as well. A lot of the Aegis ships actually have that, plus I love their sort of green way around things as well. Usually green isn't my normal colour, but I'm actually enjoying it at the minute. And obviously we've got our consoles over here, and we've got the joystick and everything else over here. It's quite nice, the ship's really good, and also you've got your buttons up here you can, just do stuff with, I suppose. None of the things really do make much sense, but hey, it's there. Anyway, let's hop out. Now, so you've also got the co-pilot seat here as well. Typically, a co-pilot can control heat and other things like that. I would say with the current changes in 3.4, it is good to have a co-pilot when commanding the Hammerhead, as your weapons overheat quite a lot. So you're going to be wanting someone there sort of controlling coolant and stuff like that. There we go. We're back on, I presume this is deck 2 if the bridge is deck 1. Alright, let's walk around this way and see what we can explore. So just walking through areas like this, you can see there's quite a lot of mechanical features down here. You can definitely tell this is more of a military ship compared to that of the Andromeda. You've got a lot of things sticking out here, a lot of warning signs, more blast doors, which is quite nice. There we go. Now we've sort of got another airlock system going down here. Not an airlock system, sorry, this is an escape pod system. And obviously you've got another turret in there as well. Escape pods, I'm not entirely sure how you'd use them, but I guess you sort of just hop in, pull that, and hope for the best. Not entirely sure how they work, but hey, I guess they must eject from bottom. We'll have to come out in a minute and have a look at them. For the minute, let me show you the captain's quarters. So obviously this will be my private abode. Now I've actually got a desk and a swivel chair in here, which is pretty cool. Now I love the design of the captain's quarters. I hope at some point we can put things on these shelves, as it could be quite cool. But it does really remind me of sort of, Adama's sort of room on the Battlestar Galactica for some reason. I don't know why, I just get a feeling to it. But yeah, I've got books over here. What are these? That's pretty cool how they shoved all that in there for little bits of detail. And we've also got the living quarters and then the bathroom in here. It's actually quite nice. For a military ship, this is actually quite cool. Mirrors don't work yet. There we go. So yeah, that's quite nice there. Loads of jackets as well. Obviously, I'm a Man of many tastes, apparently. Not entirely sure why it's there. Anyway, let's leave out here. We've got another area in here, which is the top turret. So you hop in this one if you want to go to the top. It jerks up there. Pretty straightforward and simple. I also love these curved doors as well. Really nice to blast. Now up here is the next crew area. I will show you that in a momento. But we're going to keep going around here for a minute. More escape pods in this sector of the ship if you do want to explore them. We've also got access to another sort of engineering area over here. So another sort of crew member can come over here and they can sort of control this here to basically do engineering things. And we can do power on. And there you go. A crew member can control things from here. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Again, not rocket science, but it is quite cool at the same time, especially if you are doing a sort of multi-crew scenario. I believe this is a crew area. Yep, so this is where your crew racks will be storing. Obviously, the crew will be living in here. Tons of bunk beds. Obviously, you've got 9 crews, so you've got to have that to support it. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the captain would have his own quarters. It does make a lot of sense. The designers have thought this out very well. In here is, again, another sort of crew area. I guess this is showers and toilets and stuff in here. Where's the shower, then? That pipe's just leaking. That's probably not good. So you got toilets here. But where's the shower is my question. It must be on the other side. I've just complimented the designers. Hopefully there's a shower built in. Oh, it's over here. Okay, so you got toilets on that side, showers on this side. That makes a lot more sense. There we go, and you got your sinks and stuff. Very nice. Awesome, let's exit out of here and take a look in the engine room. So you got another blast door here to steal off those critical sections, which is quite nice. And bam, welcome to the engine room. Now, so far, out of all the ships I have explored in Star Citizen, this has to be my favourite engine room on all of them. Sure, the Constellation has a pretty cool one in the back, but this engine room is awesome. But Jack, why is that, you ask? Well, these things here. This particle effect wins it over for me. The fact these things are coming out of the engines here, it looks so cool. It's quite bright and very cinematic and detailed. I just love it. It's really cool. Now, so in the engine room here, we also have the cargo bay as well. You can lower this down. There you go. Now, I'm not sure what you could fit on that. I don't know whether you could fit like an Ursa rover or anything on that, but I think it may be slightly too big. But you could definitely fit a Cyclone on there, I believe. So you could carry some multi-crew vehicles. Then again, I don't recommend actually landing this Hammerhead, to be honest. It is quite a nightmare. Now down here, we also have the tail gun at the back of the ship again. Boom, there we go, it opens up. This is the tail gun. Let's give it a hop in a minute and I'll show you exactly what it works as. And it should switch us around. Way, that's a bit, that'll make you sick. Damn. There we go, we're now upside down in the tail gun, but I suppose the space it doesn't really matter. And obviously we can turn it on and control it. Bang, there we go. And we've got control. And so we see the floor and our shadow down there and everything up there. It's quite cool, and obviously if you're being chased, this gun is going to be the most important one. So there we go, we've covered most of the Hammerhead so far. I've now got deck 2 to show you, which is upstairs, which we're going to go into the back of the engine room over here. And take a look at things. Obviously, you've got your more spacesuits over here, because I guess this can also be used as an airlock going down. So you can have a spacesuit there to, you know, send Marines and stuff off there, which is pretty cool. But we can also go up to the next area here. Oh, we're already the lift's already here. I don't know where I'm going. And this is sort of like an engineering overview of the ship. There we go. I think that sends it down again, doesn't it? Yeah, it sends it down. So you've got another engineering station over here, so another crew member could control heat and systems from here and be looking at the windows. Very nice. You also got these displays here. As somebody who likes sci-fi, I love the idea of this because you can have somebody monitoring what goes on in the engine room the whole time. This would be like a chief engineer person. It does make a lot of sense. Now, so we can go through here as well, which is to other crew areas. Bit odd, but we've also got a mess hall in here. There you go. So a lot of your crew would be hanging around here in off time. You also got a nice window up here as well, looking into other sections, which is pretty cool. You've got a supply closet over here, again, to store stuff like this. No weapons rack or anything on the ship. I've not found one yet. So I don't know where that would be. Maybe another ship will have that at some point. But it's still pretty cool. Microwave and all these systems here. Food. Very nice. So obviously your crew would kind of live in here as the mess hall. It does make a lot of sense. I like it. It's nice for them to actually include that. I love the bare sort of wires leading over here. It's pretty cool. There you go. We exit out of here. Another sort of storage area down here. I think that's just like a maintenance access. Oh wait, it's a shield generator. There you go. I'm trying to explain things when it clearly says it on the signs. Now we hop in this elevator. This will bring us back down to the main deck. Oh, that's a bug. And here we go. We're back on the main deck right now. So the captain's quarters is there where we were a minute ago, with the turret access there and that elevator there. Now we're going to go over to the other elevator and just take a quick gander around the outside, and that should be me wrapping up this sort of review video for the Hammerhead. So I wanted to see, was there like a clear indication of where those escape pods would be? So I guess they're kind of in this sort of bit of a Hammerhead. So where the escape pods would go out of, I have no idea. I guess they might not just work yet. I know they obviously don't work in the game, but it's kind of like, where would the escape pods go from? I guess it must be on top somehow. Alright, so we're in the upstairs area of the hangar bay at a minute, and we can kind of get a sort of like a top-down view of the Hammerhead in a little bit more detail. So I want to see if we can see where the escape pods actually do try and come out of. I guess looking down here at the minute. Oh, there we go. So escape pod 06. They kind of just blast out the top there then. This is a little bit hard to move the screen around a minute. But you can see there, EP06, EP05, those must be where the escape pods eject from. I know it seems like I'm wasting time, but I kind of just want to see if they'd actually gone to the trouble of putting that level of detail on the ship. I know of designers of Star Citizen ships, they do always go the extra mile, but I did just want to check. I would love at some point to see if we can get functional escape pods in the game, though I think we are a long way off of that. But overall, I am very impressed with the Hammerhead. It is a super cool ship, and I want to know your feelings and opinions on the ship. Obviously, it does cost a lot of money in Star Citizen if you are thinking of buying it. I don't have the numbers on my screen right now, but I know the pledge cost is around about 725 USD, and I think in-game it's at least 1 million credits, I believe. So yeah, it does cost quite a bit. Like I say, I wish I could have one permanently, but this is just on a free rotation for me as a subscriber to the Star Citizen developer things. But I would like to pick one of these up in the game at some point and test out more multi-crew with it. In the meantime, I've been Captain Jack here on Star Citizen Day. If you would like to check out my video on test flying the Hammerhead over the weekend and playing with mates and blasting some ships sky high, but I will leave a link to that down below in the description, along with my Twitch where I frequently stream Star Citizen on the weekly basis, checking out new ships and exploring ideas with you, the community. Thanks for watching, I've been Captain Jack, and I'll catch you next in the Star Citizen video. Goodbye.